comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoons.
So cozy.
Time of God, she's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
More polished cultures. And welcome back to St. Kohzee Center for comfy nostalgia. As always, I'm joined by Kevy, the kid, the sippin' kid, Mr. Sloppy Joe. And I'm Bear. This week, we've got the full trio for you, the broadcast, if you will. Kev is going to be playing Future Cop LAPD for PS1 in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day, which happened like 3 weeks ago when we intended to originally do this episode.
No counts.
In the middle, we're going to talk about potentially what could have been. And we've each chosen 90s movies and turned them into video game pitches for you to peruse. And maybe one of you out there will want to actually make one of these games. That'd be pretty cool.
It's very possible. Awesome.
To close us out today, Mr. Sloppy Joe is going to play G.I. Joe for NES in honor of Armed Forces Day. Once again, something that happened in the past. Welcome. Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Is that a Hall & Oates shirt?
It is a
But
Hall
done
&
in
Oates
like a
shirts.
very okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that looks like a
Definitely
Metallica
looks-
font, but
Yeah.
it's not. All right, sweet.
That's the Megadeth font.
Wow.
Is it?
He's right. Yes.
It is Megadeth. Whatever.
Am I?
No, I don't know. Just
32 points. 32 points.
Oh no.
Wow, we do got to do a guess the bit soon, don't we? Well, it's been a minute since I've seen you guys. It's nice to be back. You know, it's nice to be together again. Which the Hall & Oates do have a song called "Back Together Again." Back together again, singing the same. Yeah, we are going to be singing the same old songs, but together, so
That's what
it's
we
comfy. That's what we do. Well, I'm quite interested in some Future Cop LAPD PS1. Kev, did you get your controller hooked it up?
Situations.
Yes.
Lit. And ready to go.
All right. I have to like what? Oh, I have to like manually open my share, right? Because that's the way they want it these days.
And it's only yours that it requires to do that. Specifically, they made an update just for Bear.
That sounds
There-
right.
Yes.
To make
Make
him click extra
sure
buttons.
you click all the extra buttons.
Yes.
All right.
Waste his time. Yes.
There it is.
There it is. PlayStation loading screen. Sweet.
Love it.
Yeah, we were just discussing before going live that just love that some of those noises, man. They're so burnt in.
Yes. I wish, like, there wasn't one for SNES. It just started up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. It's set way in the future. I thought it was going to be like
I always love that too.
we just go in future.
We've arrived.
Boosted a bit here.
Wow. Things are not doing well in old LA.
Are you showing off your tattoo? I just got
That's
this.
exactly just in case, guys. I'm awesome.
Of course, Kev loves a good Mac.
Love a Mac game.
Oh yeah, this was scouted for Kev. As soon as I saw this game, I was like, oh yeah, on the list.
Well, if it's a mech game, you're guaranteed to have explosions, bullets, customization. It's almost a guarantee, a requirement at this point.
Yeah.
Or, another thing to add on to that, Kev, is mech games, you can take a lot of hits, which is a very important Kev feature. Kev don't want a one-hit game. He wants to be platooned by the end of it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just RoboCop me. That's how I like
Yeah,
to go out.
exactly. He wants to be full of lead by the end of his
you,
playthrough.
you better lead me up.
Did it undo my controller again?
That's all right.
We got a soundtrack
Wow,
though.
wow, 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 wow. What happened? What happened?
I had to click off of it.
Oh,
I got to redo my controller
I
again.
was jamming.
Well, now we've got to do. Wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
So Joe actually remembered the pattern of a PlayStation controller, which I don't. So cross is, which is X, dumb.
Down.
Cross is bottom.
Bottom.
Bingo.
Bada bingo.
Circle is
Circle. Right.
Circle gets the square.
Right. No, you just messed me up. Square is left.
Correct.
And triangle is topsies.
Correct.
And L1 is where?
Well, that's okay. Well,
That's on you.
yeah. I think at this point, if you don't have that one,
He don't know his left from right.
don't know that one, huh?
Nope.
Okay. Did that do anything for you? She did. All right. Now we're good to go. It's a co-op game, too. I wish I would have known that.
Wow.
This would have been right
Yeah.
up my alley.
And the only modes you have are crime war or precinct assault, so you can be the bad guys?
No. You're a future
Oh.
cop.
Right, but why would
Never the
precinct
bad guy.
assault? Like, why would you want to assault your precinct?
That's a good question.
I love how they use our naming convention, Kev. That is literally our naming convention. X1A, like that was the worst mech you could get in our universe. These are thieves, is what these are. They must have overheard us playing.
When you're under fire, your best friend is the jank. Give the bad guy
The jank?
target. If you
I said the Jake.
press the change target and action buttons at the same time. Voila. When to do
Voila.
it is up to you. Your HUD shows the user.
Okay, I'm done with you.
Great voice on her, though. I love that raspy female authority voice.
Griffith Park. That's a real place, isn't it?
Alpha X1 Alpha Code 3.
Yeah.
Proceed to the observatory. Officers are down. Hostile air and armor units confirmed. Be advised.
Wow, criminals are very well funded.
Yeah, they are.
God.
Rated X. That's why we need you, darling.
Darling.
Oh.
Wow, you've already got a... What? Where?
Converted the park to
Miles Mysterio.
He's inverted. Yeah.
commercial aircraft.
He's always got filters applied to him.
The department wants this assassin taken out. That's a code 7X. No assistance needed. He's all yours.
God, just murder. Just.
Yep. Gun for hire. All
Love
right,
that.
so we
They're
got
teasing that you can upgrade.
Yep.
I can't wait to get the fusion torpedoes.
Hellfire 2000, brother.
I wonder how long the loading screen would have actually taken in 1996. Who knows?
Mysterio's in the observatory. Take
All right. We got a 10 out of 7 on scene. I just fell down. All right, so there's my little scoot.
Yeah, a little scooch. I can just in my head, knowing how much we know about like the Boston robotics team and how much trouble they have getting robots to balance, the sheer mechanics that are going into that hip movement for that robot they don't exist yet still.
Yeah, and isn't it crazy? Like, I don't want to go too tangential here, but when it comes to automation, AI, consciousness, these sorts of things, it seems like the embodied parts are like way harder than the language parts.
Yeah.
Proceed to the west and head for that gate.
Locomotion. Why am I blowing the
Yeah.
statue up?
That art out of here.
Get that art out.
Gamble.
Gamble.
Those are eyes on the top of those columns. Weird. The music is quite crunchy.
Yeah, it is.
The gate. The gun is in your way. Take it out.
Shooting at. Darn dingus.
Is it auto lock or are you switching between lock targets?
It kind of does both.
There you go. Hit him with the hellfires. Nice.
Yeah,
All right,
well,
let's see our...
the wall. Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did, I guess. Whoa. Oh, caught you boys in a little crossfire.
I like how that's still your threat. You're in the crossfire, but I caught you boys in a little bit of crossfire.
Yeah, crossfire don't matter when you're in a mech. Who cares?
That's right.
You know what song just popped in my head, Bear?
Stevie Ray Vaughan's Crossfire? Oh. Yeah, that was an old episode where we covered that one. Pretty good. Cop kills? What did that say on the graffitis?
Cop
Dang,
skills.
hit him with a missile. Cop skills.
Up kills.
Okay, guess.
We'll have to go back and do a hard copy print enhance on that one.
Yeah. Looks like cop kilts.
Crowd control situation.
I don't know if I would call this
Not-
crowd control.
Not a lot of just mowing them down.
God. This is very Running Man style
Crowd
police
control.
force. Yeah. Like it's a bonus mode on a. God, what if we're watching a TV show? That's what this is.
Yeah.
This is an
Crowd
idiocracy.
Control the Major Kev.
I saw you over here somewhere. What are you doing in that little box?
I'm gonna get rid of that whole building for you.
You're on fire.
Oh, he
How
came
are
out
you
on
doing?
fire.
Let him burn.
Let him burn.
Is there like stuff in these?
No. Hopefully. Yeah, we're about to find out, does this game encourage exploration, or is it all just about killing?
I mean, either way, I'm pretty good. Oh,
I mean, certainly it's a lot about killing.
Andy says
One little... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say in chat, Andy's to continue the tangent about the mechs. The AI piece feels clumsy, opposed to the body tech. We just don't get to see it happen in the same way.
I don't know my
Sure
action
about
button.
that one, Andy. I am... Because the embodied parts, the robotic parts, require specialization, there's not as many people able to work on those problems, whereas the large language models are built off of us, general population, since our whole world is constrained by language. So I'm not sure about that, Andy, but maybe. Convince me.
What did Andy say?
What did Andy?
Well, then she quickly
What did
talks
we-
about how this is similar to Mass Effect 1, the level design. So we got some
You
deep,
guys love that game.
deep pulls here, yeah.
Y'all wanted me to play it, and I was like, I'll try, and then I just gave up after an hour.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
signs and advertisement for a new store in the mall. Cop kilts.
Cop kilts.
Yeah.
Armored kilts.
That's all my buttons.
That's definitely like what, ammo?
Yeah, it said press my. Whoa!
Weapon power up.
Oh,
You got it. Then
something happened.
Hidden
Oh, you got
behind
750 of those. Okay, and they fit in your minigun spot. What?
That's somehow I switched into car mode.
Oh, it's very boat-like though, huh?
Yes, it is. All right, we're gonna go back to this.
interesting.
Game's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I did not remember this at all.
Want some of those?
Plasma mines in your area. Watch your
Yeah, the camera sometimes could be helped a little.
I mean, this is great for a PS1 game, though.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
support.
I think I need to use my squeak.
Hey, there's the graffiti there to your right. What if we shoot one of those with something? Just to see if they got anything for us. Maybe with
Die, LA.
nope, okay.
Enough of man.
That's an
I wish they gave a little more of that kind of stuff in this game, but I like secrets.
Okay.
Cars don't have like jetpack, you know, kind of rockets to elevate.
I have to take a freaking elevator.
Yeah, come on, we're a mech.
Stupid.
First level, guys. Come on. You got a room to go somewhere. No,
No.
give me everything right up front.
All right, that gave me something. Hey, buddy.
Don't fall off.
nice shot.
I wonder if
I
you
know
even
what's
can.
I
Fall
bet you
off?
can.
Yeah.
Am I even hitting this thing?
I think so.
Oh
Oh,
God.
you can.
We might as well kill him.
The camera's pretty good for a.
It's only whenever you were trying to see further ahead that I didn't like the camera. Like enemies were shooting at you that you couldn't see.
Standard side camera.
Side. Close up camera. Sky.
I guess sky cam would be the closest one. Oh, standard cam. Yeah, I like standard cam. I don't know what those are.
Homeless encampment.
Hey, guy.
Whoa.
Come on, man.
Well, you're safe back there though.
It's true.
Kev, what about the health mechanic? Do you prefer this where it's just a health bar, or do you like it when you like lose pieces, like now I'm disabled on my right side and all that?
Yeah, that's way better. That's way
Yeah.
more.
Well, that's how
immersive.
we played it in real life.
All right, so that's all that's up here.
Maybe there's something in there. Oh, okay, we can't fit in that little hole, can we? Those are definitely mines, huh?
That's what my thought was. Yeah, get them strafings. Oh, I'm still getting hit by something.
Dude.
Get out of here.
Morning, G-Mall. Oh, we got a badge.
Hey, guy.
He's way up top, I think. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't see him. He was up there.
He took a lot of health off me. Oh, there it is. I was starting to like spark and spazzle and stuff.
But spazzle.
Spazzle.
Is that in the manual? If you notice your mech sparking and spazzling, you've unlocked a special ability.
I'm guessing I gotta go into car mode.
Yeah, probably.
Really got to get across town. I mean, yeah, this gets bonus points with me because it's got Transformer stuff.
It definitely's got
So-
Transformer elements.
Were you a Transformer kid?
Oh, yeah.
Again, it does not look like we're going to fit through that, but I'm sure we will.
You got to make room. Oh. It's up here smoking a cig.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, maybe you have to exit the mech to go up there? Is that possible?
Can't. No, not that I know of.
Can you...
Oh, you can jump pretty
Right
well then.
into
Oh,
mine.
no, not into the mine.
All right. There's
Here.
something up here targeted.
Toxic sludge.
Oh, yeah, you're blowing something up there. That's what I was thinking. Maybe you have to blow those buildings or those structures on the rooftop up.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was a different kind of bomb that you just launched. Had an
That's
arc
my-
to it.
My mortar.
Ah.
All right, so I just blew up this toxic waste dump. Is this hurting
I'm
me?
guessing we're not supposed to go in there, but maybe our mech will
Here we
protect
go.
us. Okay, well, here we are.
Oh, that was
in.
dumb.
Fine.
I'm interested to see how future levels are going to constrain our movement.
Okay.
Intruder alert. I know. Deactivate the
am I shooting?
plasma fence. That's your way out.
Activate the what, Slop? What'd she say?
I don't know.
Oh. Here's a-
Get out of here, dude. There's all these little guys up there shooting me. Come on, get up the dang stairs.
Uh-oh. Gotta kill him first.
The debris is good for being this level of game. You're actually getting pieces. I like the little effect for your machine gun spray too, that little like fuzz.
But don't underestimate Mysterio.
Agreed. Oh, I'm getting blasted by some dingus over there. Flying guys are so hard to freaking see.
Yeah.
Generators.
I'll say that
Something
maybe
fell
that's-
out of that dude. Some yellow thing fell out of that one guy you killed. I don't know if that's
That-
something important.
That was his yellow belly.
Yellow belly.
Hey, hey, guy, where you going?
Is that another cop?
Just a dump truck. Trash
Yeah,
truck.
he's got lights. Code 3. Provide
Oh,
escort.
No.
Civilian escort.
We're only 10 minutes in and we've got escort mission.
Short mission.
Say it's good going at 1 Alpha.
Everyone's favorite. You're just gonna stand there in the nuclear blast.
Your generators are down. One more to
Yeah,
go.
I'm in a mech.
Yeah,
Where
am
are
I
you going? I do like to give you the laser whenever there's an enemy that you're actually locked onto. The laser shows up.
That's nice.
Very cool.
Doesn't mean
This
you can
game's
freaking
dope,
hit
man.
him. Yeah, I can't believe I never heard of this. I guess I'll just absorb
curious.
the hits.
I'm gonna look up the co-op portion.
Yeah, and that's crazy too. It's a 2P. Okay, if everybody's up there, I can't hurt anybody. I can't get anybody. I just crash into the car.
Can you jump and shoot at the same time?
Wow,
Heck
good call.
yeah.
Good call. I was supposed to kill the whatchamacallit guy.
Now this game has some kind of rating, right, Slop, as far as like mature audiences only or teens and up or whatever?
Great.
ESRB, is that what they call that?
That is the American ranking. Yes, let's see if it has one.
I would guess this is at least a teen game. There's quite a bit of killing here.
Not Future Cup.
Future Cup.
There's a lot of killing, but they're real small, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah, you can barely tell.
Right. So yeah, right. This one's teen. Because you can barely tell.
Why are you going the longest way possible? Speed up, dude.
Could be mature just for the music alone. Kind of
So-
makes you want to gyrate, you know.
So dirty. Nasty.
Hit Matt.
Wad? It just says wad.
Hot wad.
Hit me? Maybe hit that right there. See what happens.
Hit me.
No.
Kind of dumb. All right, I already wasted. You guys are back?
We never left.
You guys are back. So they leave a pile of goo behind?
Some sort
Okay.
of yellow and green and...
Yeah, there's some fluorescent in there too. That's why I don't know what that is.
Andrew asks if there's a first-person camera.
There's not.
Probably not, but
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah, that
good
would have been
question.
cool.
Yes, please let us know if people are on the other lines there. Slop, thank you.
All right, so that's my...
Sounds like
It's kind of a complicated first level, huh? We're getting
A lot of ins, a lot of
things to-
outs.
A lot of what have yous.
Yeah,
Dogs
there's-
barking in the track.
Mm-hmm.
Who let the dogs out? Indeed.
Indeed. So the co-op version, it sounds like it's this, so it'll be split screen this, but you kind of share a life bar in that if one of you dies, you both fail the mission.
I don't like that.
Okay.
So
I don't hate that.
Nice.
Guess it blows stuff
You got
up.
plenty of missiles.
Yeah, boy.
You're off the fence. Great going.
On my house. Oh, yeah. I knew there was another dingus back here.
I don't think this is a game. Can't tell, Slot, but I don't think you have to kill everybody to win. It seems like you just have to beat your objectives.
Seems like you need to mind your own business.
I mean, it's an option, of course.
we don't take kindly that kind of talk around here, Law Dog.
This ain't no pacifist game.
Nice shot.
Let's
Very
see.
fragile.
Oh no, I'm spazzing and spangling again.
Okay, you got to half health, and that's when the Spangle happens. Lieutenant Spangle.
So am I supposed to, like, jump over these?
Yeah, you are.
I guess so. Stupid statue. Get out of here. Oh, it's shocking the crap out of me.
They worship him.
Because he electrocutes them if they don't.
That's a heavy
Please be health.
weapon police reloader.
Please.
I mean, I guess I'll take it. Those missiles are pretty dope.
It does seem like this is a destroy everything game. And that's how you achieve your objectives.
Gotta remember my dip
Grief.
and dive. Dip, dodge.
Got the 5.
Get that little R2 up top.
I wonder what he's doing. He's a cute little guy.
He wants to join your
Get up there
team.
and see if we can kill him. Oh, God. Probably
Takes
don't want to
2 missiles. Wow.
Sturdy
Okay,
fella.
we're about a third health.
I know. I'm hoping that's health. Now it's stupid missile. Or stupid mortars. Careful, careful, careful.
Yeah, was it Spurtson?
That's a special weapon.
Basil.
Police reloader.
Spazzle, that's right.
Dazzling.
Oh no. Nailed it.
What?
Died.
Oh, fall damage.
Oh, is that what that was?
No.
Yeah, I guess you fell from 2 platforms, not just one, because there was a
They're going to start me all the way back.
Mysterio's in the observatory. Take him out.
1097.
Well, let's go check out the other mode.
Okay.
The precinct assault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that
is.
sounds like you're the bad guy, doesn't it? I don't. Or maybe
love
it's
it.
somebody assaulting the precinct and you're beating him back, so you're defending.
Arena battle mode in which each player starts with a single base and can capture automated turrets or outposts.
Really? What is happening?
Is this Mario now?
Yeah, our mech is having a dancy, fun little time. What?
Oh, big head
Maniac.
Wow, they did awesome with this. There's a lot of talented guys.
Yeah. And girls.
No,
Look at Rosalie. She's the test supervisor. Erica, of course.
I
PR.
don't count HR.
Cap and Jairus, of course. Whatever
Jairus?
that is. Jairus.
Tom and Jairus.
Yeah.
Is precinct assault. You begin inside your base. You know where the act.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
See a different area. Do I get all the guns now? Here's you. All right. Minigun was good.
The Gatling
Flamethrower.
laser's got to be.
I like this gun. You want me to try the Gatling laser?
Yeah. Dude.
Concussion beam, hyper velocity rockets, hellfire. I want to try the concussion beam.
I think you're picking all the heaviest stuff.
Am I?
Yeah, I would guess, yeah.
Naturally. It is in my nature. All right. What am I supposed to be doing?
Kill.
I'll never know. Andrew, I think this is your versus mode. If you wanted a versus mode, it would be this precinct mode.
What is that? 1.
Single player mode consists of fighting a computer named Sky Captain, whose in-game avatar is a superplane more powerful and advanced than the X1 Alpha.
Oh, Sky Captain? Am I doing anything to these guys? Oh, I turn them onto my side. Okay, okay. Let's go get you some guns here.
Okay, so when they go red, they're you? Okay.
Yeah. Boop. I wonder if I go back to...
Yeah, double back and grab these ones.
Well, there was
like
a
TV
thing with a
cameras on the...
picture of that guy's already, man.
Yeah, I guess when they're behind a certain line. So we got to raid the other side and get to their inner sanctum.
I was hoping that would give me a... Oh my god.
I don't
think
want
that's
to play
Jairus.
this anymore.
That's Jairus'
Jairus
voice.
is coming for you.
Alright, I got a helicopter. What?
Jairus, what do you need?
Oh, there you go.
I live again.
Sounds very Transformer-esque, too. Decepticon voice.
Very sinister.
I like the Gatling laser.
Sounds cool.
Classic laser gun.
Full health right there, too.
Dang.
Dang, that baby has some. I'm gonna save all them, so I just need to remember where they're at.
Is it center?
Dude.
Right here.
Yeah, it's right there. It is.
Wait, can I keep walking whenever? Okay, no.
I think he was coming up to confront you. There he is.
Is that Juris?
I think that's Jairus.
Not
Yeah,
no
Jairus
more.
Seinfeld.
Jairus Seinfeld coming at you.
I don't want
Jimmy!
to. Oh my. How did he
Okay,
regenerate
so
this thing?
there's also low-level enemies. All right. So this is like a training simulator, Slop? Training arena?
No, this is like a simple version of like StarCraft or Warcraft. A real-time, not a real-time strategy, but you're capturing bases to win.
Oh no, I didn't want to fall down there. What does this do?
Now we're back to boat mode.
Oh,
There,
it's
we can
water.
get up there.
Now we get back up. Oh, already taking fire.
My far.
Where's his base at?
Jump? Yeah.
Oh, here's his base. He's just launching stuff out here.
I think they call this New Jairus.
Seriously, immediately.
Welcome to New Jairus.
I'm in your base, son.
That's why he can't find you. He's not looking there. Under your
Jump and then
nose.
jump again. Can you get up to the maybe back? I don't know.
Do a
Like
little.
oh, you got to go through the main gate.
Yeah, once you get through all those defenses, mister, I like to blow everything up. I do like this
No.
strategy.
Oh, are they dropping mortars on you? How are they hitting you?
Are they actually hitting me?
Yes.
I think the
The ones to the
timing.
left.
Oh yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Razzle dazzle.
Oh wow.
That is very annoying.
Enemy within blue base perimeter. Outpost 3 taken by blue.
Oh, he's taking hits, but I just saw his little laugh bar.
I think he's taking us. I don't know if they're talking about us taking his base perimeter or he's taking our base perimeter.
He's getting
Man,
the empty bases. He's taking other objectives.
Okay.
Blue base turret destroyed.
So what do we got? Unit count on the right? Is that what that is? Or let's see.
Hey,
If you can recall where that health is, that would be a great time to go get it.
well, but I'm in his base. I'll win. I blew it up. I'm so confused.
I don't even know how that happened.
Perimeter.
Oh, you just keep... Okay.
Get out of my way.
I didn't read any of the instructions, and now I can't play the game. This is dumb.
Now I'm suffering for it.
Okay.
Enemy within red base perimeter.
Yeah, but if this game was made for teens, there were plenty of teens in the 90s that could barely read. So,
It's
You're
true.
looking at one.
You're still looking at one. Okay. Can you...
I made it all the way to his base, so I'm kind of confused about.
Within red base perimeter.
Damn, dude.
these things are tough. You were using that heavy missiles on them and they took them out pretty fast.
Red base turret destroyed.
What's all this?
Enemy within red base perimeter.
Stuff.
Stuff.
Red base turret destroyed. Red base turret destroyed. Enemy within
It's not
red
targeting.
base
There you go.
destroyed. Red base turret destroyed.
destroying a ton of your stuff. Oh, there it is.
I don't understand, but it would be cool to learn. I think that'd be really fun with
Did
another
we
person.
win?
No, we lost pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you destroyed a lot of stuff.
Even though I was inside his base, hanging out, he still won somehow, which doesn't make any sense to me.
It's
Maybe
just-
because he... I don't know.
I blew up way more than 4 turrets. So confused.
Do you want to try the regular mode one more time? We got a little bit. I don't know. I know our segment might take a little
Segment's
bit.
gonna run pretty long.
Okay. We'll go to the segment. To the segment we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Slop's going to have to do some sharing. Kev's going to have to do some unsharing. So, Jay Stu, if Jay Stu's with us, I haven't seen the chat very active today, but if Jay Stu's with us, this is for you. You requested this as a segment idea, and it is taking a 90s movie that did not have a video game and creating one for it, or at least pitching one potential way to make a video game for that show. Let me see. I got to stop watching Kev.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna keep watching me, but I'm gonna share another screen. Hold, mama, that's loud.
Oh, Kev's going first. Is that what we decided?
Yes, sir.
I forgot. Okay, right. Then I go after because Kev's already sharing.
You, it's me. It's you. It's me.
Yep.
It's
That's
Turlet.
the toilet.
Right. Does that pop up?
As a pop-up? Yeah.
Ready. Awesome.
So
Nice.
this was actually Tanya's idea because I forget. I honestly forgot what other game I was gonna do until when she said, she came in and goes, "Why don't you do Groundhog Day?" I was like, "That's incredible." And I know there's no game for that. So my idea for Groundhog Day, it'd be kind of an RPG where you think of like Earthbound or Zelda, where there's a big open world. You're running around the town that I'm never going to be able to pronounce, Pakataksluka.
Poxitani.
Poxitani. So you're running around Poxitani, and you're doing all the normal things that, you know, he would do. And the thought was, come on, go to my nexters. So that's kind of an overview of what the town might look like as you're running around, you know, Earthbound style. And you'll run into all sorts of little things, the things you saw from the movies, the normal things. But along the way, there would be, in my mind, it's basically a series of mini games, kind of like his experience was. Like you're going through all these tiny little mini games. Like there'd be the snowball fight. Oh God, where are they?
Where am I?
Where am I? Yeah. So, you know, the snowball fight, whenever they rob the bank and run from the cops. When whenever you're going to catch the groundhog and you're going to steal the groundhog, you got to chase him around. You can have little platforming episodes.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the cop one kind of writes itself when he's running away from the cops. That would be cool. But also the mini games, you learn the skills. So, like, he learns how to play the piano. He learns to speak whatever languages he wants. So you're learning all these things, getting all the skills. The weird thing is, I think I have it on one of the other ones. Yeah, it didn't really work out all that well. So at the top, you see the timer. So my idea was it would be, you can run around as much as you want, but there would be 24 real life hours. And if those hours tick over, it doesn't start you over at the beginning. You'll always keep whatever skills you develop. So if you blast the piano level, you'll keep the piano skill.
24 real life hours?
24 real life hours.
God.
Now,
Okay.
unless you complete one of the main like storylines from the movie. If you complete a main storyline, you're gonna go back to sleep. And you can run
Okay.
around and there will be all sorts of little mini games. I don't know if Nintendo probably wouldn't let you do with how he kills himself 47 different times.
Well, that's I was wondering about that part. He learns a lot through that, you know.
Exactly. So maybe we could kid it up a little bit, but some sort of way where you learn by hurting yourself a whole bunch. So you can never really lose the game. You just have to keep progressing. You can lose a level, but then you go right back to the beginning like the movie. So if you fail at catching the groundhog, you just dang it. So then you go to sleep, you wake up the next day, same thing all over again.
So you have to have all the skills unlocked to capture the groundhog.
Kind of, yeah, the ending, I mean, I don't know how you convey the lessons that he learned other than through getting skills and either getting, what's her name? Rhonda?
Rhonda? No.
Help me, Rhonda. I got you, babe.
Andy
The girl.
McDowell? Is that
Yeah.
her name?
The girl. I mean, that's kind of, he learns to just, by being a good person and helping people, she actually becomes interested in him, and or whatever the lesson was. I don't really know.
I wasn't really paying attention to that. 40 different ways of falling asleep.
Yes, basically. 47 different ways to fall asleep. So you'd have the little mini games. The scene where he eats a shitload
Is that
of food.
John Candy now?
I even
cameo?
told it. I
Not
tried
John
to tell it, like,
Candy.
no, make it Bill Murray. Make it Phil Connors or whatever his name was in the. But no, it didn't.
Rhythm.
care.
A little rhythm game.
Oh.
So that's it. Think of it like kind of like Mario, an early version of Mario Party, where you just have a bunch of different mini games you can do to learn lessons and talk to people and help people. And but then there's also a lot of fun ones like running from cops, robbing the banks, snowball
The
fight.
fun ones.
Yeah, the ones that people are actually going to want to go back and play again.
Right.
Nobody's going to want to sit at the piano and learn how to play the piano. You got to put that in there. 'cause
And so
you-
there's like a, are you saying there's like a passing score for each mini game or each level, but you could go back and replay it and continue to improve that? There's like a,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
you can
skill
overpower
based-
your character by being superior in all the mini games.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe
Okay.
it's like you collect enough skills or enough points and you beat the game. And you get to move on to the next day. Or you can just keep living it over and over and over again and jumping off buildings.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. It's your
Is there a
life.
super secret ending where you consummate the relationship? That's his aim anyway.
Well, if we can get away with sneaking death in 47 times, I think we can get away with sneaking a little something then
Little
for old Phil here.
something. No. Yeah,
I
think
love
that's
the
a great
cover
way to do
art, by
that.
the way. I know it's like,
Yeah.
it's square, but it's cool. I dig it.
That's the only one that actually did right.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one that actually looks a little bit like Bill Murray.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my game. Let me see
Cool,
if I
man.
put together
Great
a good
idea.
note.
I never would have thought to do Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
24 hours? Are you sure about that?
I mean, how do you want to do it? Like 20? That maybe not 24 real life hours.
Yeah. It has to be a loop of like 2 minutes or something. Like, it would be a lot.
Yeah,
I see what you're
24
doing.
minutes.
But yeah, you would chop it down for gameplay. It would be a much smaller
Press the
increment.
timeline. Yeah. 24 minutes is a day or whatever that you have to learn skills. When that 24 minutes runs out, the day starts over no matter where you're at, whether you've accomplished something or not.
That makes it a lot more difficult. Like, hurry up, I gotta learn this piano.
Yeah.
Well, it's a mini game oriented, so
Yeah.
you're gonna try to learn the piano thing, and it maybe how many days, 24 minutes, do you think it would take you to learn that? A lot. In the movie, it takes him
Yeah.
years, I think.
They never say explicitly how long he's in there, but we assume it's a very, very long time.
For him to become that proficient at piano, even if he was practicing all day, every day, yeah, that would take probably years.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Did he learn French too?
It's a really sad movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's what is that? What's the Greek myth? Sisyphus or whatever, who learns
push the
to
boulder?
embrace rolling up the hill endlessly because it gives his life meaning.
Because that's all you can do at that point.
Yeah, embrace the suck. All right, thanks, Kev. Great game idea, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple tweaks here and there, but that's pretty cool.
Well,
dude.
you know what? Let's get her in here. You know what, Kev? You're fired. Let's get.
Works for me. I'll take a couple weeks off.
Yeah. Well, Bear, do you want to swap us out here? Are you ready to go next?
Well, you're gonna run it for me, right?
I can do that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, I will wait for mine to appear. It does have music. Hopefully, it starts automatically. I programmed it to do so, but who knows?
Programmed it.
I can be able to see it, or do I need to watch the Strom?
You're gonna watch the Strom. I mean, like the Discord stream.
Well, that's what I was asking him, if he just wants me to watch it on the
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
on the Strom or on the
Yeah.
Discord Strom.
I'm putting it on the Discord Strom for you here.
Okay.
For ye. Hear
Get all
ye.
my stuff up.
For ye's a jolly good fellow.
You can't. That's crazy, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't have my little yellow pad that I wrote all the ideas down on like a week or 4 weeks ago or whatever, but I think I can do it by memory.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Stop
Especially-
streaming that one. Stream the right one. I'm not. Oh,
Watch.
goodness.
Yes, slideshow view. Yeah. I think it should automatically play the song.
It's okay.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
It's super
like it's
loud.
showing
Hold
me.
on. Jesus Christ.
How did you get that song to be made in chip tunes or whatever it's called, Bear?
I didn't make it, by the way. I found a Green Onions 8-bit thing, and there's like a really cool version that some like 8-bit musicians or whatever have done, but this is the basic original version. And I asked Slop if he thought that the stream would get dinged for that, for having it, but
Okay. I think
okay.
that's
So if you
turned
can't,
down.
okay, cool. So if you can't tell, it's definitely the Green Onions song from The Sandlot as featured in. All right, so I went with just the photo of the movie poster and the DVD VHS cover as mine. But I like Kev's idea of like maybe putting in a more digitized version. All right, so Sandlot is my pick. And here we go. So this is the title screen. It's going to be pretty basic. The practice mode is just going to be, it would just be controls essentially. And I'll show you what that looks like on the next slide, please. So this is the practice mode. This is where you learn the main mechanics. And in the movie, this is reflected by playing catch with dad or stepdad in the movie. So you learn all the basic moves that you need to have. And this game is a turbo-driven game. So think of like a combination between like NBA Jam controls, maybe with like kind of standard platform stuff, Metroid, Mario, kind of it's in between those two. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of cutscenes or cut images, I guess. And the first thing you have to do is meet the friends, meet the gang, if you will. So that's what we do. And, I wanted to make the game shake hands very well with the movie. I wanted people to be able to watch the movie and then want to go play the game because it's reflected in that. We've played so many movie games where the game has like almost nothing to do with the movie. So this is the exact opposite of that. I want kids to feel what they feel like when they watch the movie, but now they're interacting with it. So next, please, sir. Okay, so the game part, like the official game, opens with Ham hitting a home run, he doesn't bust the car, but hitting the home run, and then, next, please. And then you pick your character. The green means that like exceptional, and the purple means it's a deficit, and blue is standard. So even though like a 4 and an 8 are pretty different apart, the jump up only happens significantly when you go down or up to the green or the purple, if that makes any sense. Like, it still matters, but it just doesn't matter as much. So then you might wonder, well, why would I want to choose anyone but Benny? That's a good question. Because if you're, again, I want the game to reflect the movie, and in the movie, Benny is by far the superior character in almost all circumstances. He's the best leader, he's the most athletic, and he generally has a good sense of like vision. He's pulling all these kids together. You know, he's created this whole team so that he can rotate through all the positions so that he can become really good. So he's kind of using them. At the same time, he's giving them a opportunity of a lifetime, in a way. Imagine this, like, the way I think about it is like a fighter. If you go to like an MMA gym or a boxing gym or whatever, or wrestling or even high school sports, there's usually one person that's really, really good, and the other people are there to support that person. That's what this movie's about. So, yeah, why would you choose anyone but Benny? The reason is because in each level, there's going to be a character that if you use that character, you unlock special things. So I'll get to that later. But if you want to just beat the game with Benny, that's kind of like easy mode because he's the best. If you could see kind of hopefully clearly, I tried my best using Midjourney to create little 16-bit sprites of the characters, and it did a decent job. That was actually pretty hard. It took me hours to get them to look that well, I guess so. Anywho, next please, sir.
Yeah, they look great. They look pretty real, like a real game.
So the first mini game, which is a game, and in practice mode would also access this. It's going to be kind of a standard baseball SNES game. So you hit, you field, you pitch. It's got strike zones, it's got hit zones, and then it's got pitch select and all that kind of stuff. Just standard. So you could play this game in practice mode with co-op, like with your friends, as a regular baseball game, if you wanted to. I wanted that to be in there. Like, it does have a regular baseball mode that you can play it as a baseball game. And I love how the AI put this huge video screen looking thing in the back of it. Yeah. So that's one of the levels, and it's like it's a mainstay of the game. You can always play baseball if you want. Next, please, sir. All right, so in following the movie, one of the first levels that you're gonna, and this is the platforming element of the game, is you're gonna have to, I forget, like this could be a squints level, because one of the first things that they do is they tell the story of the Beast and Forever, and if you've watched the movie, I don't need to parrot all that, but basically it's gonna be a side-scrolling platformer where you're gathering all this evidence. Squints knows the whole story. So that's why newspapers are up there. You're gathering evidence, you're gathering things. So pretty standard platformy kind of stuff. Next, please. All right. And then there might be a cutscene in between these two levels too, so you could get the story of the Forever. But then the next level is the Windy Peppercorn level. And again, Squints is kind of the weakest character in a lot of ways. But if you beat the swimming level, the underwater level as Squints, it unlocks special abilities. And I think for Squints, if you beat it with that, it's going to unlock like a courage thing. Because I think of all the characters, Squints might have the most courage, really. So, kind of like an invincibility burst or something like that. If you beat this level, then you have that in your back pocket. Every level, you've got an invincibility you can hit for 30 seconds or something. Next, please.
I mean, he did risk his life to get a kiss.
Yeah,
pretty
totally
brave. A lot on the line.
The next level, if you remember in the movie, there's a 4th of July where the fireworks are going off and it gives enough light for them to play ball. So in this case, all 9 characters would then be led by the character you choose. So you're in the front, and your goal is to get to the end, and they string along with you. It's kind of like one of those centipede kind of things where they kind of string along with you. And your goal is to get to the end with all 9 survived without getting hit by fireworks. But of course, I'll have a cutoff, maybe 5. If you get 5 or more, you pass the level. But yeah, kind of a, what do you call that? It's a little bit of a, what was the one we just talked about in the last game? Envoy. You're helping someone get somewhere. Escort mission. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. So like an escort kind of mission, but with a little more platform elements. Next, please, sir. All right, so then there's a ham level, and if you remember in the movie, this is the part where he talks shit to the batters, and these are the rich kids that are on like official Little League teams. And I thought, let's do like a rhythm game. So you're stringing your insults together using that. And again, if I don't remember, could you quickly go back to the character select screen slot? It might be like number 4 or 3. Oh, never mind. It was 6. So this is where intelligence would make a difference. I kind of, in retrospect, wish I would have put Ham a little higher because he's, a sign of intelligence is the ability to use language. So, and I don't think that Smalls would be that good at talking shit, honestly. So I don't know. That might be an area I tweak. But that's a Ham level. So thank you, Slop. You can go back to the rhythm game section. And so, yeah, you string together the insults. And if you string them together correctly, then the opponent misses their swing and you win. And then obviously there's a tension. So depending on who comes up and their ability and then your ability to string those together. So rhythm game. Let's see. Oh, this one is where you have to go through another platformer, pick whichever character you want, and you have to go through and collect bottles because they have to collect bottles to get enough money for a new ball. I'm pretty sure that's that level.
So each level, you're selecting whatever character you want to do for that level?
Yes, you can select a new character at every level because that's kind of how it's meant to be. And in the movie, it does this. Yeah, that's the reason I chose it. Even though they have a large ensemble cast, every member of the cast has their moment where they're featured, and so I wanted to stay in line with that as best I could while limiting us to 4 main characters. I think for sure maybe additional characters could be unlocked based on how you beat levels. I think that would be certainly. I would love for it to be all the characters to choose from, but
yeah.
So. So this part, Benny hits the cover off the ball, so another cutscene. Next, please.
All right.
Setting up for, sort of like the last third of the game. Next, please. So then we would have the cutscene where, Benny hits the cover off the ball, Smalls goes back, gets the Babe Ruth ball, and then he hits it. And then next slide, then everyone realizes that he just hit a Babe Ruth ball over the fence, except for Smalls. And then this is where I don't have every level done in the AI, but this is where you're going to have, like, again, the back third of the game. So it's them recovering the ball. And in the movie, this is almost montage-esque, not quite. So they have all these different apparatus to try to retrieve the ball. That's still in the cutscene, but these would be reflected in levels. So there'd be a level where you're trying to use this mechanism, and then please keep going. And then the one with the vacuum cleaner. And then it blows up, of course, the treehouse. And then, again, like I was saying earlier, this could be a really cool level to design. Because I was thinking this level in particular, the one with Yeah, and they hang him up over which is super dangerous. They should not have done this. But maybe in this one you wouldn't character select. You would just switch between characters based on, it's kind of like a juggling game. Like, so if you neglect Ham, then Yeah falls down. Yeah. So it's one of those, you gotta go back and forth between Squints, like looking and getting a range, Ham pedaling, Yeah giving directions, things like that. But interestingly enough, all of these levels in this section, you kind of lose. Maybe like there is no winning, and I know this already exists in other games where there's plenty of bosses that you lose to, but that's how you beat the level and you move on. It's kind of a retreat is a win. Next, please.
For this, if Ham doesn't pedal, Yeah gets eaten alive by a dog.
Yeah, well,
right. I want to keep pedaling.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how we would show that, but maybe it would just go black or something.
Yeah.
Strapped
Fade to black.
in.
Just pixels ripped apart. Some cool levels here too with the robotics. I mean, that was already pretty cool as a 90s kid to see that there was that much tech going on in the 60s. So I always liked that. I think that could be a really cool level with the erector set, right? That's what they call them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so this is AI's attempt to I threw all that in there. So this is like, it's going to be platform-esque. Treehouse is prominently featured. Again, I like the idea of maybe switching between characters, at least in the Yeah level. I think that could be pretty cool. So I try to vary it a little bit. Next, please.
Andrew brings up a good point that I'm sure we can talk about at the end if you want, but I don't know if you'd be able to fit all this on one cartridge.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think it was more pie in the sky than actual hardware requirements.
Okay, so final levels, I think, or level, if I recall correctly. So this one is, you can beat it with all characters, technically. In the movie, of course, Benny is the one. And remember, I'm thinking that if you have beaten like the Ham level with Ham, then maybe you get Infinite Turbo. If you beat the Squints level with Squints, you get invincibility shield for 30 seconds or whatever. So the idea is that this level is meant for Benny. That's what it is in the movie. You're supposed to beat it with him. It's kind of easiest to beat it with him because he's the fastest character. But it is technically possible to beat it with all the other characters, which then could unlock other things. So this one, clearly you're getting chased by a dog and you're avoiding lots of obstacles. And I was thinking it would be kind of a side-scrolling, but then it would have mode 6 moments and kind of go back and forth as you go between the town, whatever. They go into a movie theater. I thought that could be mode 6 where you run through. So it would be transitioning back and forth. And that's it.
That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. That was,
Awesome.
That's pretty damn thought out.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of different modes in there. So great there. A lot of variety. But yeah, and you're following the movie, which you mentioned. So many games, they just don't even try. And, whatever budgetary stuff, whatever goes on at the corporate level for those decisions, we don't care about that. Care about you honoring the property, honoring the memories.
Right. Not just a blatant cash grab.
Yeah.
This is we want to turn this movie into a game. And I think you did a pretty faithful rendition as best you could on an SNES.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, could it all fit on SNES? Maybe. I hope so. I really do. I think it's possible. I think if we tried to create this game, I think we would be able to do it and fit it onto there. But I think they had a range, right, of SNES cartridges. There were a few that had more megabytes or whatever.
Chips and
Yeah. You could always modify them to do more, and there were plenty that did as much. We could get a version of this onto a cartridge for sure.
Nice. Well, thank you. That was fun. By the way, thank you, Jay Stu. I don't think you're here today, but this was a great segment idea. I enjoyed making mine. All right, now Mr. Sloppy Joe's going to pitch you a movie game.
Well, let's see. Get all my controls in the places where they need to be at.
Get on my shit now.
You're going to hear about my shit now. I'm going to do this to fill up the screen for us. And then I'm going to go over here and do this. So, actually had a couple of ideas. I didn't have enough time really to get to visual aids. So I'm just going to run through some ideas, and maybe if we do a cut of this, I can go back and add some. So anyway, first idea was Ace Ventura. But Ace Ventura did have a video game. It was based on it was a point and click game based on the cartoon series. So, we'll have to play that one for the stream someday. We'll have to figure out how to do point and click games and riff on those. I'll go through my short ones, and then we'll do kind of the big one at the end. So that was a short one.
I'm not supposed to see anything right now, right, Slop?
Correct. There are no visual aids.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Another one I had was Orgasmo, which is a Trey Parker, Matt Stone movie, as an X-rated beat 'em up. So you could make it super goofy, have all kinds of weird characters. You're just walking around half the level as Joe the Mormon defending himself, and then you power up into Orgasmo to fight tougher, read more explicit villains.
God.
So kind of a Power Rangers where you're half the level as just regular Joe Mormon, and then you turn into Orgasmo. Another one that was a Fear and Loathing FMV game. So the more I thought about this eventually just came out to be like Fear and Loathing extended universe game, in which maybe you play a Vegas cop or detective, and you're traveling behind, Raul and I forget the lawyer's name. Anyway, traveling behind them, and you're like trying to piece out what's going on, and maybe you even invent like there's another storyline going on, but you're overlapping with events from the movie somehow. Which you couldn't do now. You can't record. I guess you could record new FMV stuff with people that are just playing the characters. But that's about as far as that one got. I started thinking about
That's an
FMV
interesting
games.
idea, though. I would not have thought about that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, because that one is not, you're not being like totally faithful to the original movie. Obviously, I don't think you could make a video game about Fear and Loathing. Like, I mean, it would be like Orgasmo. It's going to be niche and adults only.
Sure.
But having a cop go by and put all this together as a, pull clues from like the hitchhiker in the beginning or, driving through the desert, all the Dr. Gonzo stuff as well. The diner. Yeah. I mean, it could be cool. You're putting the pieces together. Maybe you're Gary Busey.
I was just thinking that. I was like, well, you could definitely talk to Gary Busey's character. Maybe you work with Gary Busey's character, so he's there like in the game a lot. That
could do it. Yeah. Okay. Never thought about a Fear and Loathing game. Interesting idea.
Spitballing here. The last one, kind of the biggest one, was Dumb and Dumber. So I thought about this in a similar way that Bear thought about Sandlot. So it would be in order to follow the movie, you would have to kind of do a bunch of different either like play styles or mini games, basically. I think to make it work and to make it fun, which I guess would be one of the main objectives. So you would have driving sections. So you've got the opening with the dog van, like racing to get there. You got the limousine portion. Either of those, you could do top down. You could do
mini bike. So you just make a driving game and you just swap out the vehicles. Totally, right. That's cool.
So that's a couple of levels. There's a mini game where you've got the Hitman, Joe the Hitman, riding with them, and maybe that's a rhythm game where you're trying to aggravate him. So he's got like an aggravation meter that you're trying to build up.
Pills are good.
Pills are good. Oh, when he grabs the suitcase, that could be an auto scrolling stage where you're just like running and avoiding obstacles, trying to get her. Yeah. And he's like, and they're like people chasing you, so you have to maintain a certain speed to get through the level. The cane fight between the guys at the charity event, where that would be like a tournament fighter where you're fighting each other with like fighter moves. The restaurant. Oh, you could also do Harry's play fight with Mary, where he's like blasts her in the face with a snowball. You could turn that into one of those stages too. Lloyd's restaurant dream. That could be a beat 'em up stage. Just on one screen where he's just fighting everybody.
Oh yeah.
And kind of the last thing I have here would be power-ups, would be IOUs as your one-up currency. So just be like little floating IOUs. And a laxative could be a temp speed boost. And that's about as far as I got with that idea.
I mean, there's got to be way more power-ups in this game. This game is all power-ups. Ketchup and mustard, everything. Little birds, everything.
Little birds!
Yeah, please also feature Harlan's character at some point in that one.
Sure,
so, maybe drinking and driving.
Yeah. It could be one of the driving stages, yeah. You've got to stop and pick over. You got to pick up the Mexicans, and then you also have to, like, you'll get extra drunk driving swerve, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, what about the character in the diner where we get him to buy us beers, or the Boilermaker. What's his name?
Seabass.
Seabass and the fellows off to pick up our check. That's got to be in there. I love that scene. So that's another one where you're escaping.
Yeah. So I think there's a couple of level types, and then you could just sprinkle those level types throughout your game, and you've got a Dumb and Dumber game put together there.
I think there's a lot of driving. Probably 50% of the game is driving. Cool. Very cool. Limo is the first section. Van is the second. Mini bike is the third.
Yeah. Getting ass. A little
Lamborghini. You got a Lamborghini.
Oh, the Lamborghini.
Yes, you're right. Lamborghini is the final.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course, that would be the hardest stage too. You're got the most horsepower, and you're also an idiot. So, yeah.
And also, you're an idiot.
Well,
very cool. I love it.
Yeah. Do we have, before we start, can may I use the restroom? I know it's my turn to play, but I've got to. I've got to.
Yeah,
be right
you
back.
do you. I'm going to talk about Dumb and Dumber, the video game, though. That's for sure.
Now I just want to watch the movie. I got 3 movies I need to watch now.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber for sure. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this, but I realized after watching The Sandlot last month that that's where the kid started. That's where I started calling you the kid, because in the movie, Babe Ruth keeps calling Benny the kid. Like, he calls him, come on, kid. I keep saying kid, kid, kid. That got into my brain worm. That's where I started calling you. And then when I was already calling you that, and then the Wayans Brothers show came out, and they called each other kid. I was like, okay, well, this just confirms it.
And we had the Kid Brothers.
That's what I mean. I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that came before Sandlot or after, but it definitely all confirmed it.
Right, because we had the 1, 2, 3 Kid, and then we transformed that into the Kid Brothers.
True. You think that 1, 2, 3 Kid came first?
I don't know. I mean, we watched this. No, we watched the Sandlot back at the real Elston house. So that was a long time ago. That was the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I don't think 1, 2, 3 Kid was wrestling in the WWF by then.
Well, Joe knows. He knows all things WWF.
I know
when
all
did the
things.
1, 2, 3 Kid start?
I
wrestling?
wouldn't have guessed 1, 2, 3 Kid came on the scene until like 97, 98, maybe.
No, he was early 90s for sure. He'd been around for a long time, yeah.
okay.
Trying to get this in the right spot here.
Who is
That's
here?
right. Okay.
Oh, there's Bear's character for sure.
Yep.
So real quick on the games, Andrew says he would do The Cell, and each stage takes you deeper into D'Onofrio's mind, sort of an 8-bit Lovecraft
gosh.
level design.
Shit.
Okay.
Kids are gonna love it.
The kids will... Not this. Okay. Oh, Dookie. What?
Is this Super Nintendo or Nintendo? 1990, so it has
This
to
is
be.
NES.
Wow, it looks great. Well, at least these 2 screens do.
Right.
Front punch.
Lord.
Dagger.
Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3 Kid was definitely around in the 94, 93 era.
Yeah.
You having technology issues?
I'm having a few. We're almost
Rock and roll.
We're almost there now. Oh my god.
Send USA Corp. Yeah, I remember, obviously, Duke was like the leader in the first season, but when they get to the Snake Eyes, he was also kind of featured a lot more in the early episodes, but then they stopped featuring him. But he was definitely my dude. I liked more of that kind of guy. Snipe him and then get up close.
All right.
Remember the show all that well, I guess.
Those guns.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kev.
That boy know what's up. There we go. Is that the brain from
Yeah, that's Crane.
Ninja Turtles?
He's like, I don't want to wear a helmet. I have this beautiful hair.
Yeah, good point.
So protect my ears only. Yeah. Yeah, leave the most vulnerable parts of my face and head accessible.
Well, yeah, if they're gonna get me, I want to die because I don't want to live anymore if I'm disfigured. You see.
True.
That's fair.
What are the words at the top? Alar? Arart?
Alarart.
Alart.
All right, Dookie.
Yo, Joe.
Team member.
All right, we get
one.
to choose.
Oh, gives you little stats. Okay.
Wow.
Ooh,
19. 24. That boy knows
got
what's
them
up.
heavy
He
weapon,
can't-
heavy
yeah.
hitters.
Can't walk very long now.
His legs don't work so good, but
He can't even hold both those guns up.
yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna do Snake Eyes and
You're damn right you are.
rock and roll.
Yeah, buddy.
That's us. Great track.
And here we go.
Wow. Looks really good for the NES
Platoon.
so far.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
very
getting
Platoon.
punched up. Okay.
Oh, we get Duke automatically?
I think, yeah, you get
Default?
3. Duke is the
Oh.
leader, and then you get 2 others, yeah.
Well, I know that, but like
Oh.
you didn't choose Duke, right? He was just automatically slotted in for you?
Right.
Okay, cool.
So
I love this. So you can just switch whenever you want.
That is
Yep.
cool.
Let's see the jump differences. Dang. That's pretty good for rock and roll. He's off the screen.
Up into the tree. And again, yeah, he
Still
can
really good.
jump
Dang.
just as high as Snake Eyes.
Okay, so you have to use the jump characters to get the power-ups up there, obviously.
Yeah. Do I have ammo?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
Oh, it's down
142, 141. Or 140.
You got
Time is going down
too.
as well.
Oh, I've got a time. Okay. Well,
Oh,
2 hits, something in the water. Gonna come up and get
Yep.
you.
Stingray.
Are you Stingray?
fast.
Hey, Snake Eyes can get that.
Oh, so stamina is your health. Okay.
Uh,
So rock and roll is a glass cannon.
Yeah.
Does he have a Hadouken?
yeah, and they're fast too. Come out
I don't
fast.
remember that.
Yeah, I was reading. He uses a jujitsu, which is, yeah, just ninja magic, basically.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have ammo. But his is the weakest attack.
Oh, he doesn't have
There's a power up
bomb.
up there. Yeah.
Now I just cut you.
That should be pretty powerful. Not much range on it.
Ah!
Oh
Yeah,
my
you gotta
god.
get up in them.
Yeah, let's get Kev's character out here.
What, the same as the other dude?
It's one shot kill though. I like that. They jumped out of the bushes, but you clearly
Yeah.
see them waiting. Okay, their souls leave them, I guess.
Turn into that precious metals we need
I was about to
to
say,
keep it.
just throwing bricks of.
Something up there. Yeah.
Oh, you can get it. Okay.
Come on, where's the end of this level? I feel like. Oh. Ooh!
Oh my god. It was a little
We're gonna take
unfair, but
on
all right.
an aircraft.
Oh. Get shot by missiles.
I'm guessing our health does not regenerate each level, but maybe.
Aye! Come on. No!
I don't like that you just go invisible if you get hit. Like, blink me. I need to know where I'm at.
Boy. Ah, there we go. Oh!
Oh,
I have to fight the
took you
back of
all
the
way
plane.
out.
Oh my god!
What?
Wow. Start all the way over.
If one of them dies, you
Yep.
Ah, that's a pretty punishing mechanic.
what
Did
does
the
the
time
level
start
1C mean? Is that where you left that character?
I guess so. Because they're both at the beginning. And he's at 1A. His corpse is
Oh,
at
maybe
1A.
that is it. They don't progress together.
That's stupid. No.
That is stupid because they're a team.
Yeah, and you can change out your team wherever you are, so...
Or maybe if one of them beats it, they all beat it.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
You're right where you are. That's weird.
see, now it says he's level 1D.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
You gotta jump though.
Not fast enough to be fighting no boars.
You didn't try to beat the plane with the sword.
Gotta flaunt that hair. I missed that comment.
Oh, that gave you health. Something did. You're full health.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
that little spirit thing that was floating around was changing colors too. So I always like that when the power-ups change colors and you randomly get one.
Oh,
Come on, you need more range than that. That's handicap.
Nope. I think he's suffering from Wolverine syndrome, which is like, this character's so cool, we have to make them shitty.
Yeah.
The sword has no range, and their fireball is the weakest. Maybe.
Does that give you?
There we go.
Okay,
Does that
build
give you
your
health
health up.
depending on the color or the character depending on? Nice.
Stomping.
Oh, I didn't realize that the level was scrolling. Was auto-scrolling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot more difficulty.
Okay, now I gotta watch
flying
this.
at you.
Because that just killed you, right? Like,
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
No.
So jump mechanic is actually quite important.
Ain't that?
Yeah, you did take that one. Took a lot of your health though.
Okay.
Could you switch characters in the middle of a boss fight?
I believe so.
Okay.
Weird ass binoculars.
Yeah, why do they
Now, once-
angle down and out?
Got to make it more complicated. You think you are pretty tough? I have to fight
Would you-
a luchador.
Would you have enjoyed it, Joe, if you were playing a game and the character's name was Joe when you were a kid?
Oh, it would, yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
all I had was Kevin McAllister, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So
Wait,
same-
he's rock and roll dead?
Still dead. How do I get
Just
that? Oh, I walk over it. I can't give life to dead guy, so how do I?
I'm wondering if the color corresponds to the character.
Maybe I'm supposed to use fire.
Bunch.
There's some meat.
Ooh, ammunition.
Huh.
Okay, you
Oh,
can
they
shoot
did
it.
unlock it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it put something over it.
All right. Well.
All right, don't forget about
What?
time though. Yeah.
Oh, you can shoot.
Oh,
Didn't know that.
I don't know that one, huh?
All right, timer. That water doesn't look very good.
Ugh.
Come on. Where are you at? Of course.
Nice.
Actually hit you?
No.
I mean,
Oh no.
does the water hurt you?
Yes.
Looks like it does.
Blasting
Oh,
dudes at
yeah.
you.
Oh no, the water doesn't hurt me. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
got it all.
God.
Are we invincible right now? Because I
Think
can't
so.
see us.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's flickering.
Okay, there he's back.
Oh,
Oh, we're blowing up that wall.
C4? I don't.
yeah, that's what it looks like. Put a bomb here, Mark. Okay.
Oh, there's another check mark
What?
upstairs.
Yeah.
Gotta shoot up.
Whoa.
I don't know what any of these power-ups do.
Wasn't that a military rank? Oh.
Yeah, it looked like sergeant, but the little chevrets things were upside down.
Mm.
The chevons, what are they called?
Chevrons.
Chevron-
Chevrons.
Chevroletons,
The,
Exxons.
Greyhounds.
the Chevrolet
Crayon.
Valdez. Okay.
E.I. Joe. Yes.
Here we go. Midair.
I think we're about to get hit by a bullet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 of 2. So now what do? See, I'm level 2A now. Is that my gun power, maybe?
I don't think so. I think it's like the part of the level we're on.
Oh, wow, it has the bosses in here and everything.
So I have to assume I am going to go back. Wow. Jumping through holes in the floor. Not really something you can do. Ugh.
You can cling to walls, too.
What? Oh. Let's see.
You can jump and press A to cling to a wall. Oh, on certain levels. On
Oh,
some
of
levels.
course. Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem to be this level.
Yeah, if there's any character that could wall cling, it's definitely Snake Eyes. But
Yeah.
God, that is so tiny.
Huh. Weird. Maybe you have to shoot up to.
Oh, he's got doubles now.
Okay. He's upgrading.
Yep. Those are your levels are your gun power up.
Okay, you were right, Sloth. There it is. 2B or not 2B.
But it only. Oh, that's cool. It only
Yeah,
happens
he's-
for this guy, right? Oh, that's what. Yeah, because it was one. Okay, cool.
He gets a double power up, yeah, but they can all power up their attack power. Please. All right, do I go back to the beginning? See, now that's the question. Where do I go?
The chevrons increase your life bar. A K ration, which are those little souls, that's a K ration. Hilarious. Flashing one refills your
Shoot
entire life. A normal one refills 1 bar.
Okay. Good to know. Someone can shoot through walls, but I don't remember who it is now, and I don't have
Probably
him.
the
Probably the dead
dead guy.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
A classic shoot down
Hey.
maneuver.
Nice.
Looks like there's something you could shoot up right there, too. A little piece in the wall. There. See that little bit that's sticking out? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just an error in their art.
Okay. Back down through that. Oh, is this a little door?
Yeah. I thought you already tried that, though.
No, actually never came over. Oh, there it goes. Oh, God.
What the? I don't remember this bad guy. Oh, I do. Yeah, he has a. Okay, I do remember him.
Where are you coming? There you go. That's of course you're gonna do some shice like that, man.
So he's beating up the platform.
So I need to be like on the far side. Hey,
Oh, he got you.
got me multiple times so far.
Well, I mean, he like held you. Oh, maybe you were just invisible from my perspective.
Uh-oh, now we have a scape? Oh boy.
Oh, no, just goes to the next level. Guess this is 180 seconds to get the hell out of there. same cutscene anime graphic. I mean,
In front of all of the fire, I guess.
hell.
Yeah, in front of a tire fire. Okay, we only have 180
limited
to
time.
get out.
So this is about speed.
I doubt there's anything in here.
Well, there was something back there that you missed, but that's all right.
Come on. Oh,
Oh,
I think the music is changing, but it's so similar. It's hard to.
yeah. Bitch.
Uh-oh.
dang. That's a hell of a power up.
Uh-oh. Mistake.
Double.
I don't like you
What?
up there.
Flying enemies. Oh, shot a rocket at you. Still
Oh,
going.
it's coming.
All right. Okay, I have to walk over here now.
Oh, and your time reset. That was not like a time crunch level at all, though. You had plenty of time left.
Lord.
Mortars. Easy
What-
peasy.
Whatever.
Because you got that 3B level power gun upgrade.
3B.
3B.
2B for you. That's it. We blew up the Amazon. Yo, Joe.
PSRNDXGZO. Got it.
Remember
Memorized.
that. Remember that down then. Hey, it's my face again. Ah, the great job men. Of course, the Nazi missile base in the Antarctica. The Antarctica? Yes.
Okay, get it. So reselect the team. I'm guessing we want this dude because we're going to a Blizzard
Yeah.
level. Yeah, obviously. Oh no, Blizzard is the leader of this level. Okay, got it. He's featured.
Okay, yeah. It's not letting me select him. So,
Seems
all right.
like you. Duke seems to be your character, but I mean, obviously, if you want to see other, he's already powered up too. So
Yeah,
That's the only Captain Gridiron. That's the one we haven't seen, right?
it's
We're gonna get
ridiculous.
So dumb.
And oh, that is the only one we haven't seen. I know how this guy works, so he can bail us out, I think, if we need it. Very Mega Man. Oh, I didn't know there was a cutscene. My bad. Some kind of cutscene there. Dang. Oh.
All right. Wow. Surface to surface missiles. What is he riding it? I wonder if like non-Blizzard characters have the icy underfoot effect. Whatever you call that swap.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The old
slippery mechanic.
The old slippery slide. Well, let's find out. Can I just...
Is that a gorilla?
No Slippy.
Shoots footballs. Got it.
Does he really?
Yes.
I mean, what else? I feel like they give you some... I think these are some free power-ups here. Coming in handy right there. Nice angle of the dangle. Ooh!
That almost, yeah.
Nice.
Ganada.
Wow, he's just...
Wow, he's just unlimited grenades. I have to go. Oh, you don't have a jumper, do you? Who's your best jumper? Old Duke.
Probably Dookie. Oh! Fucking come on.
Come on.
Stomping.
Whoa! Oh, he kept his power. He's 3B, right?
Yeah. So I think as long as you
awesome.
don't die with him. Whoa. Don't know if I'm doing anything here.
It's not flickering at all.
Yeah. Do I have to be... No?
I mean, some of his missiles went away, it looks like.
Oh, that's what I have to run him out of...
Run him out of town.
God.
He's all over your ass. Yeah, you're blowing up the missiles. Well, that's kind of cheap, but I love it.
Yeah, really, like, the bosses have been pretty easy. The first boss was harder than the others.
Please? Please! I'm
I
out
do
of
like
ammo.
that they tried to vary the attacks of each character. That's cool.
Are you out of ammo with all of them?
Oh, cool. Yeah, we...
What? Oh, we don't have snake eyes.
You gotta punch the missile.
And it worked, baby.
Punching
Yo,
missiles.
Joe.
Go, Joe.
Easy.
Yeah.
So
Or you would burn the entire half of your body when you launch those.
just skull. So if I'm hearing this correctly, there are like teams inside of Cobra that are competing to kill us.
Yeah.
So if they were all, unified, they would easily destroy us, but it's...
I mean, that's kind of the ongoing thing with G.I. Joe, is that they're disorganized egomaniacs.
All right, so...
You get more ammo, but no health.
What do you... You just teleport in here? Oh, boy. That was a little gyrocopter for me?
Oh,
Heck yeah, let's go.
dude.
We're going to fly now.
Got enough flying shoes.
You can't... How do you get in there?
I have to... From above, I'm supposing. Let's see.
Stairs.
On the other side there?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Ooh, mama.
Moving platforms. Classic.
Nice.
Still
That's
hit me.
BS.
Okay, moved up to 1D. 1D.
Power level 1D. Ah!
No fall
Gotta
damage.
shoot it. Oh, maybe not.
Give me that. Yes. Hells yeah.
Fits perfectly well through. They did change the. Ah, they're all. Silly. Just flying around.
Can't hit him. Too close to me.
Okay, we are low on stamina now, just so you know. I don't know if that stamina is just for the mini copter, but it seems pretty
That's
low.
what it looks like to me. Oh, converging. Very slow.
Let's fly up here. Put that bomb up.
Good thing that they marked it for you.
Yeah.
Next to the gas.
Yeah, next to the gas danger.
To the top.
Andy,
Oh, come on.
where are you? Oh.
Oh, I have to do 3 of these, Lord.
I think we got one more hitting us. There she is.
Oh, there's it. There's another check mark over there.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, you have to go that way. Yeah, okay.
Secret platform, secret wall. Oh, of course, he can fly
Really?
through walls, and I can't.
Ow.
Cheating ass game.
No.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
God, there's
Guessing
probably
up
one
and to the
dude.
left.
Yeah. Not that. Who?
You guys are very annoying.
That's true.
Well, that's true. They just
Yeah,
keep
maybe it's
following
better
me?
not to fight them. Just only fight the ones that are non-teleporters.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh,
Man, they're just spawning all over.
Come on, baby! No! In
you
midair.
just jumped it.
Gosh.
Uh,
Been nice to have the helicopter here, huh?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Wall hang now.
Look at that jump. Brr. Okay, something I'm missing here.
Can we drop down?
No. Maybe a shoot down? Yeah. Ah.
Another chopper for
Another
us.
captore. How do I...
you have to fly back up to that exit?
Yeah.
No, you got it. You got it. Gallop music.
Yeah.
Triplets. Well, I was not expecting us to have vehicles, so that's cool.
Oh! Ooh!
What? in the-
Blizzard's almost dead. Might want to switch to do.
Let's figure out the pattern first. We might burn.
All right, save him for your. A lot of stuff flying around now. Pins. Nice.
Oh, I need... Yeah, let's... Why am I... Stop, you bastards. Oh my god.
Almost there. Beads up.
I was about to say,
Cool.
you look good.
That's good. Good boss fight.
Right, what do you?
What do you want from
Another
me?
one of these.
So tight. Everything's so close to the body. I guess that's what you want to be when you're skiing. You got to keep all your center of balance.
King's pretty fun.
Okay, you got me. My men suck. But not me. I blow.
Best song so far already. Wish we could take their mini copters.
Why so slowly?
Yeah, if we do find full health, we should give it to. Okay, never mind.
It's
Give it
not
to
good.
Duke. It's not good at all.
And all those platforms move. Ugh.
Oh.
Oh,
there you
that was
go.
what we needed. Oh, now we have one of those.
Yeah, this is just death down here, though, so we've got to go...
Now I have a machine gun.
Just...
Seems like you can. Yeah, why have that platform there? Oh. And we can get them power ups.
Oh, we can't just... Oh! Just kind of stick to what it wants to, you know?
God, that's a really hard weapon to use.
Yeah, it's not great. Probably just... Oh! Oh!
Take everything.
Where are you?
There you are.
There you go.
Oh no.
Nice. Well, you're almost dead, though.
Boss. Oof. Oh,
Here's a rocket to your face.
Now we have
Okay.
to start over, right? Because we didn't. Oh, now it's letting
yeah,
us.
Blizzard.
Okay.
Dad.
Immediately die. Tactics failure. Your tactics sucked.
Okay. PSRNX. No, I don't remember.
You remember.
You remember. Is that time for ratings, actually?
I think so.
You guys have a hard out.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should have worn your long, John?
You should have.
What?
But you didn't. So that's on you.
Yep, that would have done it if you had just worn your long, John.
I was just too cold.
All right, we're going to move on to our final segment today, which is rating this morning's selection, starting with Future Cop LAPD PS1. We have our own video game rating system, and that starts with game design, graphics, sound, and story for Future Cop LAPD. Get us started, Kev, please.
Yeah. Graphics, sound, and story. So the story is cool. It's a pretty typical, dystopian future where the criminals are seemingly have as much money as the government, if not more, because we only got one mech and they got a whole boatload.
Hey, that actually is true, nowadays.
Yeah, that is true. Sound was okay. The voice acting was good. Voice acting was good. The graphics, yeah, I'd be super happy with those graphics on a PS1. You fire that bad boy up, especially the cutscenes. Cutscenes are great. And the little hidden animations at the end with the credits for some reason, hilarious.
Great, yeah, really
Yeah.
great.
I'm probably gonna go Red Rooftop.
I'm probably going to lean into a Lieutenant Dan, since I would have expected less from this game.
True.
I think it looks better. It punches above its weight class. I agree with you. The sound maybe leaves something to be desired, especially when you move from Nintendo 64 to a PlayStation game. You expect that CD quality sound and all that stuff. Slop and I both mentioned that some of it's kind of crunchy, particularly the score is a little crunchy, but it kind of fits the vibe, though.
The guns, you gotta have great explosion and machine gun sounds. That's 99% of this game and what you're gonna be hearing. Those sounds have to be.
Yeah, if the sound was great, it would be a dude's dream. But the sound is good, so I'm gonna go with Lieutenant Dan. Slop, tiebreak.
Yeah, I think it lands in Lieutenant Dan for that exact reason. Maybe the sound effects are really the only thing that I felt were lacking too. So overall, still really great.
All right, on to gameplay, controls, level design, and feedback. Once again, Kev, would you lead us here?
The controls were okay. It kind of felt I was getting the hang of it by the end because the strafe is way more important than I originally thought. That's basically how you avoid everything is by strafing. You feel kind of big and clunky, but you're kind of supposed to feel big and clunky because you're in a mech. So I won't ding it for that. Even if it wasn't part of their design, it works. The level design is cool. They tried to do a lot with the camera. You could choose 100 different cameras, and they tried it a lot. First person would have been out of this world awesome. But they didn't have a first person. And I get that probably if you zoomed in too much, it's going to look like crap. They tried to keep me back out a little bit. I like the level design. Ton of enemies, tons of stuff to blow up. They even give you, that killer inside of you. They give you a crowd of people just to mow down if you feel like it.
Riot control.
The crowd control was me using a minigun on all of them. Yeah, I'm somewhere between Lieutenant Dan and Red Rooftop. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm good.
I feel good.
Feel good. Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't play it, but the only little things I might offer are on the level design. I think it could get repetitive. We didn't see too many of the other levels, so I don't know how much they change it up. I guess one of the things that I would have. What's that?
I said the battle mode co-op. That gives a ton of replayability.
Exactly. That part is super cool. For the single player part, though, I guess one thing I would have liked is you're a part of the LAPD, but they go with like a more RoboCop thing. Like, we'll just send this dude in by himself.
Lone Ranger.
I would have liked to have air support or, a little bit of additional help, just not throwing me into the gauntlet by myself. I don't know. It's a little cheesy, I guess. I like to have the team. It's a team institution, LAPD, right? So
Yeah.
a little more support would have been cool for me. Like I
Which
don't
could
know.
come later. But
Air support. Yeah, that's true. Who knows? Who knows? That's the only thing I can add. Other than that, I agree with you. It's great. I'm in the
Like
same.
a screen clear, air support screen clear. You only get a
Perfect,
couple of them.
exactly.
You come through, just
Yes.
blah, 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 blow everything up.
Yep. Now you're on it. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Those sort of features definitely makes it feel like you're a part of a team, not like you're our only hope. You know. So I'm with you, Kev. I like what I'm experiencing. So I'm gonna go. I guess another lieutenant. Dan.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Reds on this one because I
Okay.
don't know. I would like to play it first. It looks like the controls could be if you don't adapt to them. If you try and play the game the way you want to play, like Kev said about the strafe, it's like, oh, the strafe is obviously very important. So you got to figure that stuff out soon or early on. It feels like, but other than that, yeah, it looks like it's still got everything you want and it's doing what it does pretty well.
Cool. A Reds rooftop, a satisfying experience for gameplay. On to satisfaction itself. Engagement, fulfillment, fun. Is this a dude's dream?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a dude's dream. The co-op part could be really cool once you figure out what the hell you're doing. The co-op part could be hours and hours of fun, but still with a solid single player, which is like GoldenEye levels of engagement because you can play it by yourself if your friends aren't over. But if your friends are over, oh mama.
Yeah,
Don't
and I guess the precinct mode was also 1v1. Slop, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it's 1v1, but you can play against computer or human.
Yeah,
player.
so you got like not only do you have the true co-op mode, but you have a 1v1 versus another human mode. So that's three major modes that you can, or four technically, that you can play as. So that's a lot in the tank.
Yeah, that's a lot of replayability, a lot of fun, a lot of engagement and fulfillment. Yeah, I don't know if it's a dude's dream, but I think it's higher than a Far Out Man, which is strange. So I don't really know where to go.
This is where Slop comes in, fixes all of our mistakes.
What? Oh wait, what? This is mistakes based now.
Yeah.
Well, I think you go co-op on this, and it's going to push it into Dude's Dream. That's the thing we didn't try, and I think any combination of us two sitting and playing this would be a choice. So I think I'm going to push it up to a Dude's Dream if that's fine with the council.
It's fine with me. I think it is a dude's dream based on what we played and what we understand this game to be. Who knows? Maybe we play it for 6 hours. And like, it's a Far Out Man. But right now, it's dude's dream.
Dude's dream. I'm just scared to hand those out. I don't like to hand those out to anybody now.
Yeah.
It's like the Medal of Honor. You don't just hand that out.
All right. On to the overall rating, which is our Gusher rating. And that is 5 Gush, meaning you're going to beat this game and you're going to play it again and again. And then all the way down to 1, which means this game is a piece of bouquet. So, based on the ratings, it's at least a 4.
Oh, yeah. Easy a 4. See, the co-op stuff and the, versus mode makes me think you're going to play it again and again and again and again and again. Like a Mario Kart or GoldenEye. You're just going to keep playing it. I mean, maybe we just go 5. It has a dude's dream for satisfaction. It's it doesn't get any higher than that.
It's true.
Okay. I'm with you. I think it is a 5. Again, based on what we played, that's how we rate these. Imagine we rented it and played it for an hour. We would say we want to play more of that, clearly. And we want to explore the other modes, clearly. And maybe we find out it's a 4, but right now, I'm feeling 5.
Right?
Feeling very 5 myself, so we'll give it the 5.
Great pick, Slop. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Whit. Thanks for hanging. All right, on to our second game that Mr. Sloppy Joe played, which was G.I. Joe for NES in honor of Armed Forces Day, like 4 weeks ago. So, we will start again with game design, graphics, sound, and story. Now, we're moving eras from the end of the St. Kohzee range to the beginning of the St. Kohzee range.
Right.
So, pretty different landscape in terms of what you expect from a game. This one fits pretty well inside of like if I don't know. If 1990, I was there. In 1990, if I had rented this game, it's exactly what I would expect it to be, honestly. I don't, I played Contra. I know what this is going to kind of be like.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, game design, graphics, sound, and story. Maybe I'll just lead in a little bit because I was here for that. There were some tracks that I dug, like the music, but it all was pretty similar, actually, like structurally, and the vibes were pretty similar. It did change occasionally, like when you got in the little mini copter and stuff. Graphics were good, acceptable, and the story was not exactly, but similar to the cartoon, which is a great sign because that's why people were renting this game anyway, was for that. So to me, this might be like a T2 smile. Pretty good, but I could probably make it better. What say you boys?
Yeah, to me the graphics are really good for an NES game. I think the graphics are definitely
about Kirby.
passable. Well, yeah, but okay.
That's our gold standard for NES.
Okay. The story
That's
is
what's
G.I.
possible.
That's what's possible. The story is G.I. Joe. I mean, it's G.I. Joe, and they do faithful to that. It's not just it's obviously a money grab, but if you do a money grab right, you'll grab our money. I think they did. I probably move more towards Reds or Far Out.
Okay. I think Far Out Man works for me too.
Yeah, so now I'm torn between that and a Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, you were all the way up in Lieutenant Dansville.
Yeah,
Okay.
Explain. I agree that it's not as good as Kirby in the graphics department, but it is really good. You can tell what's going on. It's got a good mix of small sprites, like your characters. Like you can tell all of the different enemy types apart, and it's also got really big sprites, like you're shooting down a plane as the first boss. That's pretty great. That's pretty awesome. So, music, maybe a little repetitive, or it's not varying enough, but the tunes are good. I like the tunes. And the controls, eventually figured out all the controls. It's NES, so it's pretty simple as far as layout. You can swap your characters, swap between punch and gun if you want to save ammo, and that's all you need. A jump. All the characters have different stats, but it didn't seem to matter too much. Like maybe there's a power-up or two that you can't get if you don't have Snake Eyes. But at least so far, it looks like you can get most of the power-ups with any of the characters. So that's why I played
because there's only so many, one of the ones you pick is going to at least have a decent jump.
Right.
So you can always switch to that one.
Yeah, as long as you don't let them die like I did. So that's why I'd go Lieutenant Dan up there.
I'm happy.
Well, now we're all over the board. So I'm still Far Out Man. But I'm okay with being outvoted. So if Kev says Lieutenant Dan, it is a Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, I'm cool with Lieutenant Dan. I like that. I think it's close to a Far Out Man. It's really close to a Far Out.
Yeah, that's where I was like, yeah. So, all right.
Okay. All right, on to gameplay, controls, level design, and feedback. As Slop just mentioned, limited controls, but that's the platform. It's not like you're going to have 8 buttons to manage. You're managing 2, and the D-pad, mostly. Level design was pretty dang repetitive, I will say that, although they tweak things, which I like. Mm-hmm. Not only did they tweak enemy types, but they tweak boss varieties, and then I like how you unlock things along the way. There were the little rideables, and then we saw... Again, that boss became our next, vehicle. Yeah. Kind of cool. Yeah, kind of cool. Kind of a cool way to do it. I love, by the way, maybe most importantly for this game, that you can choose characters and you could swap live. I love that. I like the ability to do that. I think that's really fun. And it makes you want to play this game maybe using different characters and different strategies. So that's something. It's definitely something. There's good things here in the gameplay. Slop, what say you?
Yeah, I agree. It's varied. Like, it's a platformer. It's Contra style. You're shooting and running and gunning, but they vary it up. Like the levels where you have to go around and place the C4, then you can leave the level. They did, the bosses mix it up. Was like an auto-scrolling section. So there's a lot going on to keep it interesting. Feedback was sometimes maybe a little muddy because you start flickering, and which is, I think, through the stream, he just disappears through the different frame rate stuff. So I could see him flickering, but even then, it's just like the timing of maybe some of the hurt boxes and some of the timing of jumps just takes a little more practice. But that seemed to be the only part I was really having issues with. So as far as an NES game, this would be, I mean, this is pretty up there. This is like a Reds or maybe a Lieutenant Dan, because I've never played it, so didn't know what I was getting into.
Okay.
I like the vehicles. I like the vehicles a lot. It's a really cool addition to separate it from other, Contra style games. So the vehicles are really cool. The controls, I think I would have gotten super frustrated with it because, I mean, that's most of the difficulty is the platforming part, not necessarily the shooting part. I think that would have frustrated me a lot. So I would probably say T2 Smile.
I was also going to say T2 Smile. So sorry, Slap.
I'll just
yeah,
go fuck
I think there's a
myself.
lot there to like and enjoy, but I think that I would get frustrated. So it's almost will you stop playing the game, sir? But I'll keep playing. So I'll reluctantly approve to continue playing.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, we're saving America here, people.
Yeah. I want to, maybe this is why, because I think in Satisfaction, it's excelling. Like it keeps me engaged. I want to keep trying and seeing. And like, I like, again, switching between characters and using their abilities. And, I think the only thing that I would have, like, maybe back to gameplay that I would have liked to see more of is using the power-ups in more interesting ways. I don't like the way that they did the leveling up the gun 1A through. That's just so lame. Like name the weapon or something like that you unlock. 1D. I mean, that's just so stupid.
Dude, the game, it's really hard until you get to 2C on the firepower level. Forget it. Then it's over. Like, 2C, good.
Yeah, like that part really just irks me. It doesn't take any brain power. Just name the weapon, whatever. Pistol, machine gun, whatever, heavy machine gun. Anyway. And they could do this in a merchandising way too, because the Joes had various weapons and platforms and things like that in their action figures. Just use those. Anyway, okay, so that's why I'm in the T2 Smile range for gameplay. I think there's a lot more they could do to make this even better. And it's perfectly suitable the way it is, as Slop mentioned. So, okay, on to Satisfaction. Engagement, fulfillment, fun. I think this might be where this game actually is its strength for me. We were all engaged, and the difficulty curve could be adjusted because you died on the very first boss, and it was kind of harder than a lot of the other bosses that you faced in a lot of ways. So I think that the curve could have been adjusted significantly because the levels are relatively short. And like they give you the timer, like you have 180 seconds to escape the bomb, and you blaze through it, and like you had 2 minutes left when you were done. That's not pressure, like. So again, the curve is off here for me, but it's still engaging, it's still fun, and I don't think it's meant to be super difficult because I think this was meant to appeal to a younger child audience. Your 6, 7, and 8-year-old boys, basically. And so they were this might be one of their first games they ever really play. So I can get it. They want it to be kind of easy, but I would have liked to, again, make the first couple levels a gimme and then start grading it up. But a kid could have easily died. All their lives could have been ended on that first boss with the plane thing.
Yeah.
Because if you had chosen characters with not the best jump, you might get killed easily. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent now. So I'm interested. Kev, will you tell us what you thought about Satisfaction of G.I. Joe?
I like upgrading the weapons. I always like that. It is stupid, but that would have been fun and would have kept me going. Like I would have done everything I could to get another one of those little blue guns.
Because you can see the change too. Like you can actually see your weapon change.
I can see the upgrade. The platforming part would have frustrated me a lot. It would have taken a lot away from my satisfaction. But I would have kept doing it. That's just games of the time. Maybe a T2 Smile. I think it would have frustrated me
stop playing
a lot.
the game, sir. Yeah.
I think it would have frustrated me a lot. Yeah, will you stop playing the game, sir?
All right.
All right. Swap.
Sounds like that's where we're ending up.
Well, I want to hear what you have to say. You might sway me.
No,
I'm in that
I
range,
can't.
though.
No.
Nope, I can't. Persuasive arguments. I know who this is in the chat.
Help! What is a gush?
What is gush? We're not on the gush yet. We'll get to
Not
it.
quite there. Yeah, so I suppose this is where you stop playing. I agree with the frustration points. Where you're pointing out that it's frustrating is very accurate. So it does kind of hold it back a little bit, but it does walk that line, I think, of it's frustrating, but I know I could beat it. I know I could do it. It was probably me being, something, I just didn't go the right path or something like that. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. So will you stop playing the game, sir?
That's correct.
All right. On to Gush, which is our overall rating for the game, 5 through 1, 5 being the best. Based on our ratings, I'm guessing we're going to be a 4?
Yeah, 4 or 3. I would
Go ahead,
3.
Ken.
I
You
would
go
go
3.
Again, platformer, I'm terrible at it. So
Yeah, and I think that's a fundamental difference we're running in here too. Is that this isn't necessarily Bear and Kev style game, whereas I played a ton of platformers, so I am a little more comfortable with it. So
I mean, I don't want to take away here from you're better than me for sure, but I am more competent at platforming as a child than Kev was for sure.
oh yeah.
well, then maybe 4 Gush is where we're going to land. Because
I think it's a
would
4
probably
Gush.
beat this game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a 4 Gush. If we own this on NES, Kev would have done his damnedest to try to beat it.
Oh, for
He might
sure.
not have been able to as a little guy, but
I would have tried.
he would have tried. And I think we were talking about movie games for our segment. For TV game, this one synergizes really well. I think if I had this game, it would have encouraged me to watch more Joe. So, well
Joe.
done. More Joe. All right, a 4 Gush for G.I. Joe, NES, 1990. All right, good selections this week. Fun. Very cool. All right, we're going to move on to wrapping up today's beautiful broadcast. Big, beautiful broadcast. With a Covenant. A Covenant this week. And, we had good games and a fun segment for sure. So maybe it's one of our more positives, Covenants here. By the way, if you're not familiar with our covenants, these are our ethical guidelines for living. So this is this show includes a little bit of gameplay and talking about nostalgia in the 90s, but it also includes a little bit of who are you and where are you going in life.
And if you watch the stream, you automatically have subscribed to those TNCs. So just be aware of that.
That's right.
You must now
have
live
to
your life that way.
We don't sell these. These are limited edition. Sorry. You have to be a member of the congregation to have one of these. So maybe one day we'll sell this kind of stuff. Anything jump out at you boys?
What are our positive ones?
They can all be positive.
They could all be. Well, it doesn't have to be positive, just if it jumps out to you. That's the main thing.
Do well in your work for you, no one else. I do.
That's the one I was thinking too. So, our covenant this week: do well in your work for you and no one else. Yeah, I love that one. All right. Well, final thoughts, boys, as we wrap up today's broadcast.
I've got some closing remarks here from Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto, one of the powerhouses at Nintendo. I think of game development like gardening. You plant a seed, then you carefully tend to it. Sometimes it grows into something unexpected, but if you care for it, it becomes something beautiful. So yeah, I think every game we've played and will ever play there's that seed of truth to it, of the people working on the game have an idea of how they want to make it great, and through the collaboration and also outside factors like budgetary constraints, and sometimes having those parameters really helps you focus in on what you actually what can we do within these parameters, and then how can we do that the best? So anyway, that's a lot of rambling to just maybe talk about game design and development in general. And it's,
Well, you're also talking about the creative process, which, in a team environment, I used to teach a creative class, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes creative people can become frustrated by constraints, but in a lot of ways, they become the pathway by which you scaffold on new and interesting ideas. They hold it all together. If you could just do, sometimes like there's a choice paradox, or what is it called? I don't know. Some kind of, when you have too many choices, it bombards us with anxiety because there's too many possibilities. There's too many doors that could go through. So constraining that down actually can improve the creative process. So I agree with you, Slop, on those. And we got a chance to we're critiquing games, so we got the chance to develop and pitch our own games this week, which was a lot of fun. I was quite surprised at how involved I became in the process of designing a potential game.
Yeah, a lot of work. A lot of even if you have an idea for a small game you want to have, it's a lot of work. A lot of things you have to consider. Bad decision.
Too many
fatigue.
possibilities. Like there's everything you can do. Everything in the world. It's too much. Too much.
Blank canvas syndrome. Yeah.
Choice paralysis is the word I was
Right.
thinking. I think that's what they call that. Yeah.
Which Tony gets apparently. Decision fatigue.
Yeah. I understand that. Every day at work. Ugh, my brain is mush now.
Let the bastards grind you down, Slop. Go listen to that song now. All right. Kev, did you have a final thought?
No.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, we thank you all for joining us in the present. We prefer if people are able to join us live. So who was with us today? Whit, Noah, Tanya,
Andrew,
Juan,
Juan.
Andy, Gmaw. So thank you all that were able to join in the live chat. We appreciate you stopping by. And on Wednesday night, be sure to tune in. Mr. Sloppy Joe will play a game. It might be old, it might be new, but he's going to hang out with you. And you get to interact with him. It's a little different, I guess, because it's a solo stream. So, but it's really fun. I mean, I like watching it while I work out. So stop by on Wednesday night and hang out with Mr. Sloppy Joe as he plays something, usually for the first time. Not always, but usually for the first time.
Yeah. This week we'll be playing the AVGN game, Angry Video Game Nerd video game, for the first time. So
I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
there's several of them, actually. So, yeah, we'll check out the first one on Wednesday.
Very cool. Thanks, Slop. Thanks for teasing that. So hopefully you'll stop by on Wednesday to hang out with Mr. Sloppy Joe. If not, I believe we'll be back next Sunday with a full stream, the three of us together. If not, I will let them know later in the Discord if I've forgotten about something that I'm planned to do. So, all right. Once again, thank you for stopping by. We hope to see you Wednesday or next Sunday. Okay, then. Bye-bye now.
Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoons.
So cozy.
Tamagotchi's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
Situation X emergency. 14 officers down, need assistance, over.